So just got a Tuesday market recap on Nasdaq. Took a couple trades. It was a bit of a stinker from me. But going into 8:30, um, I saw price took this sell side up here. We took sell side here, and we kind of had a very bearish reaction off there. We had hourly fair value, and then below we had 4-hour fair value. Um, Moment at the time, I wasn't quite sure if this was the start of a manipulation leg to go lower, for price to go lower. I kind of did prefer a bearish draw into here. I think you had London lows down there. You're kind of setting up this seek and destroy profile for the session. It's pretty much going into, didn't take anything to market open, but essentially once observing this, it kind of all looked bearish to me. I think there was only one setup that I saw which kind of made sense to me. I believe the only setup that made sense to me, there was this little 1 minute sisted here that you could have taken an entry on. One, you're kind of already bearish. There's a chance that price wanted to hunt these lows, but in just terms of market structure, you have a market structure shift here, and you have your second order block for bearish prices. I believe this was probably the best way to organize this trade. Stop here, profit take around here, those lows, that data low, not data low, just that low, that wick low that looked obvious, and you had a good 1.3 R&R trade. This did eventually work, but going into the session, essentially first trade I took was just before market open. When looking at the 30-second, I was already bullish. Price kind of was delivering in 1 hour fair value, and I kind of took a really small, this was really small risk, but I took this 30-second sisted setup right here. I saw this kind of consecutive down to sweep down these lows, and I saw price coming into market open. I was expecting some sort of expansion higher. Essentially took an entry around here at 50, 350, and I just got stopped out instantly at market open. Of course, when we did eventually come down into the session, next setup I took was once we came down here, I was curious to see if price wanted to be bearish or not, or bearish or bullish down here. One of the things I saw was price had more liquidity, the face off down here, and this 4-hour fair value. And I kind of just saw maybe a reason why price wanted to head down. Essentially, and I took a short setup down here, right down here at the bottom of the range, inside of 4-hour fair value gap. I took a short down there, expecting lower prices. This was just a rubbish trade, honestly. I was kind of just chasing it all. I was chasing everything. I just chased the trade down at the end. I saw consecutive candles up, price delivered in 30-second fair value. This was a 1 minute as well. And I saw this kind of sisted breakdown here. I thought it was a good entry to go short, try and hedge down the trend. Price pretty much stopped me out almost instantly, and price trended up. Kind of makes me think about my setups, and usually the best ones are once I wait for some sort of market structure shift and I'm taking the second entry long or short down here. A good example of a normally trade which I'd take is I would wait for this market structure break, and I'd look on a smaller time frame for some sort of sisted or order block break or something like that. That's usually a 15-second sisted trade is what I've taken the last couple of weeks. And I'm thinking of just kind of really stepping back and just waiting for market structure breaks before you try any kind of reversal trade almost. Wait for the trend to almost be in your favor. In this case here, I kind of didn't care about the narrative in terms of an ICT perspective. Realistically, I should have been bullish down here once price took this. You've already been bullish overall in the session. You're setting up for a potential seek and destroy, so it's kind of a bit of a stinker on my part.